Riders woke up in Storm Lake, and tonight they're laying their heads down in Carroll, Iowa. That's where we find KTIV's Connor Trett, not just covering RAGBRAI, by the way. He's also ridden the first 2 days. So, Connor, how'd you do today?
Well, Matt, I would say I did a bit better than yesterday. I think it took me about 6.5 hours to do the whole thing when you don't account for time stopping in these smaller towns. But I'd call that a success, honestly. I'm still alive and I'm here, so that is ultimately a success. Now, the day today started in Storm Lake, 62 miles away from where I am right now in Carroll down Highway 71. From there, thousands of riders hit the roads early this morning. We're talking really, really early, like 4 or 5 a.m. because they just wanted to get out here and beat the heat, because the heat has been intense these past couple of days here during RAGBRAI. Their first stop on today's ride was the town of Early, Iowa, where Highway 71 and Highway 20 meet. There were plenty of spectators there along the route, even when we got there at 7:30 this morning to welcome and wave at the riders and welcome them into town. Then it was on to Lakeview, Iowa. Many of the riders took the chance to get a bite to eat in the town that was once known as a best-kept secret in Iowa. Well, I'll tell you this, it's not a secret anymore. About 50,000 people just went through it, and I'm sure they all had a fantastic time. There was barbecue, homemade pies available for the riders. It was just an incredible experience over there. And the ultimate destination, right here in Carroll. The city has been rolling out the red carpet to welcome RAGBRAI 50 into its second overnight town of this year's route, and the final in Siouxland. I arrived to complete my second and final day of the Siouxland part of RAGBRAI around noon earlier today. More and more riders have been steadily making their way into Carroll, taking advantage of that bustling downtown business district, beautiful parks, and water parks to take care of that heat as they rest and recharge for tomorrow. Each day, RAGBRAI has a theme, and today's theme was I Ride For, and we actually caught up with a few of the riders to see what they were riding for.
Bike MS is a fundraising ride for the National MS Society, and our team formed in 2015 to honor my father-in-law, Stu McTaggart, who had MS, and we ride for him and for all those others who are affected by MS.
A group of riders took their first ride for their cause in 2016. Since that first day, they were hooked.
So RAGBRAI really gives us an opportunity to connect with other people who ride Bike MS and to share our message and our story of the Buff Riders, our cycling team.
And many are riding for loved ones that they've lost.
My dad and I decided to ride RAGBRAI. It's his 9th time. He's 86 years old. When we were thinking what to do, I lost my brother about 10 years ago to cancer, and we decided we'd support Live Strong Foundation.
Live Strong is a nonprofit created by cyclist Lance Armstrong to help support those with cancer.
To have, support for your loved ones, support for yourself, whether it's mental or physical, all of that support at no cost is a huge difference. And the money we raised is going to help hundreds and hundreds of people.
Well, we're riding for the American Heart Association. It's an organization we have supported for a very long time, and unfortunately we had 2 folks that we know well pass away unexpectedly this year, and we thought for the 50th, RAGBRAI, what a better time to do something, but not just for fun, but to do it for a good cause.